So before directly entering into today's particular topic, let us have a quick recap of the previous topic, which is human resource planning. See, basically what we learned in human resource planning, we told that, see, this particular human resource planning gives us the requirements of the, human resource aspect. That means we are telling that this particular human resource planning converts the overall organizational objectives in terms of, the workforce requirements, the human resource requirements, right? That means, this particular human resource planning gives us, what quantity of human resource is required, what quality of human resource is required, in terms of knowledge, skills, capabilities, all these things, at what time, human resource is required, what kind of human resource is required. In this way, this particular human resource planning gives us, the requirements related to human resource in the organization in order to fulfill the organizational objectives, right? Now, what is the next thing that we have to do? That is today's particular topic, that is recruitment. See, once we came to know the gaps in the human resource planning, what we have to do? We have to fill that gaps. See, while learning the process of human resource planning, in one particular step we learned that we will be formulating strategies and implementation and all these things, right? So we have basically looked after, okay, the plan, the strategic plan that we are about to use in order to fill that particular gaps that we got after human resource planning, right? So basically the next part that comes after human resource planning is this particular recruitment, today's particular topic. Now, before directly entering into today's recruitment, let me tell you that there is this term called as recruitment, and there is this term called as recruitment cycle. Now, most of the people think both of them are same, but no. Basically, recruitment cycle is the entire cycle related to recruitment. Okay, now what do we basically have in this recruitment cycle? What do we mean by recruitment cycle? See, basically the entire recruitment cycle, the entire recruitment cycle starts from knowing the human resource requirements. Okay, that is that which we get from the human resource planning. So first we have human resource planning, from there on we get the gaps, and then we do recruitment in order to fill that gaps. And after doing recruitment, we will be left over with a pool of eligible or suitable candidates. Now, what is the next thing that we do? We basically select the eligible or required candidates that the organization thinks that will fit, or will are suitable for the particular organizational requirements. Okay, so next comes the selection. We have human resource planning, then we have recruitment, then we have selection. And once the candidates are selected, what do you place them in the organization by assigning them roles, responsibilities, or jobs and all these things. So basically this entire cycle, this entire process is generally referred as the recruitment cycle. Now, recruitment in particular is basically a part of the recruitment cycle. Okay, don't get confused between recruitment and recruitment cycle. Now let's look after this recruitment in particular. Now see, in human resource planning we told that we will be getting gaps, right? That means basically human resource planning gives us the gaps relating to the requirements in terms of human resource in order to attain, or in order to fulfill the organizational objectives, right? Now we have the gaps, right? Now we have to fill that particular gaps, right? For that filling of that particular gaps, we use recruitment, right? Now what do you mean by recruitment? See, I will give you a simple example. Let us assume, or let us consider that in our organization, after doing human resource planning, we came to know that we will be requiring 10 software engineers. Okay, this is an example. After human resource planning, based on our organizational objectives, after human resource planning, we came to know that we will be requiring 10 software engineers. Now let us assume that we rolled out an advertisement, or we rolled out the information into the outside world, telling that, see, we are looking for 10 software engineers. Now in the outside market, or in the outside world, there will be so many different software engineers, right? Okay, now we have a certain kind of requirements, right, telling that, okay, we need a software engineer, we need 10 software engineers, and they should have this much experience, they should have this educational background, they should have this much, we have age preference telling that the candidate should not be above 35 or 40 or whatever it is, and all these things, right? So we have our particular set of job specifications, job descriptions, all these things, right? Now see, there are so many people in the outside market. Okay, now we need to create a pool which has all the candidates who are suitable to our particular requirements. Okay, so basically what we are doing is, out of the entire pool of candidates available in the market, we are actually trying to narrow down and create a small pool of eligible or suitable candidates. That is, in simple terms, once we roll out see, for example, once we roll out the advertisement, we tell that, okay, we are looking for 10 software engineers with this, with this particular criteria. If you are interested and eligible, please apply to our organization, or please approach to our organization. In this way, we'll roll out an advertisement, right? Now we have a recruitment of 10, we rolled out an advertisement. Now, most of the people who see that, particular, advertisement, who think they are eligible and, qualified and all these things, they approach to our organization, right? See, they may either send their resumes or they may directly come to our organization, whatever. It depends on the, the information that we have communicated. Okay, so basically people approached. So out of all the candidates available in the market, only people who are interested and suitable came forward and approached our organization. So there we created, or basically we narrowed down the entire market into a small, small pool, right? So basically these candidates approached to our organization. Now this entire example refers to the term recruitment. Okay, so basically what do you mean by recruitment is the process of finding suitable and eligible candidates that suits to our organizational requirements, and making them or encouraging them to approach our organization, or encouraging them or making them to apply to our organization. This is basically the concept of recruitment. Now see, keep this important point in mind, telling that, see, we have rolled out certain requirements, telling that, okay, we are looking for these kind of things, or these kind of these kind of job profiles and all these things. We have rolled out our advertisement. Okay, we told that we need 10 software engineers with this particular criteria, so we have just rolled out our requirements. Now our our advertisement is out in the air. Okay, now all the people who are interested and eligible, they came forward, they applied to this, they responded to this particular advertisement, right? Now see, the organization does not know each and every employee, is he really eligible, is he really suitable to the organization, the particular organization. We do not know that initially. See, all the people who think that they are eligible and interested, they apply to the organization. Now this pool created, or the pool of eligible or suitable candidates created here is based on their point of view. Okay, now when does our point of view come in action? In the next stage of the entire recruitment cycle, which is the selection part, which we will be discussing later. So basically you understood the concept of recruitment here, right? So basically recruitment is a process of finding eligible and suitable candidates and encouraging them or making them to approach the organization, our organization, or apply to our organization. This is the basic concept of recruitment that you have to keep in mind. Now let's move on to this particular theory of recruitment. Okay, now let's move on to the theory. So unit 5, recruitment. Okay, so let's look at the definition of the recruitment, that whatever we discussed till now. Now we are talking about definition of recruitment. So initially we will be talking about the entire recruitment cycle, then we will move to the actual definition of recruitment in particular. I told you recruitment and recruitment cycle are two different things. Now see, they are related. Recruitment is a part of recruitment cycle, but don't get confused, don't think that both of them are same. Now see the definition. Recruitment is the process of finding and hiring the best and most qualified candidates for a job opening in a timely and cost effective manner. Okay, this is what happens in the entire recruitment cycle. Now let's look at recruitment in particular. See, it can also be defined as the process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating and encouraging them to apply for the jobs in an organization. So this is the basic definition of recruitment. So whenever someone asks you what do you mean by recruitment, you have to give this particular definition instead of giving the entire recruitment cycle. Okay,